Good afternoon, students. Myself, Dr. Vel Murugan, Chemistry Faculty, IIT Trainer, Alok Bharati Shikshan Sansthan School. My qualification is MSc, MPhil, PhD in Chemistry. I have 10 years more than CBSE experience and 4 years college experience. Totally, I have 14 years experience. Now I am going to start a small topic related to the class 11 chemistry. Okay. Now I am going to start a topic called as introduction of chemical bonding. Chemical bonding is an interesting and important topic. CBSE as well as IIT level 4 to 5 questions will come. Okay, these questions are very important, and chemical bonding is essential lesson for inorganic, organic as well as everywhere. It's a general part, so you have to learn chemical bonding neatly. Okay, first I am going to start why the chemicals are bonding. Bonding together. See, we already learned in small classes. Okay, noble gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So these elements having only the 8 electrons in the outermost shell. 8 electrons present in the outermost shell. Here 2 electrons present in the outermost shell. So they are called as stable elements according to Lewis concept. Okay. But all the other elements try to attain the stable configuration by losing their energy, gaining stability by doing donation of electrons, sharing of electrons, or all these things, mutual sharing of electrons or donation of electrons, whatever it may be, to attain the stable octet structure in their outermost shell. After that, their energy will be reduced and the stability increase. That's why chemical bonding takes place. This is the reason. So all the elements other than the noble gas trying to attain stability by sharing or donating electrons. Okay, the force which hold the chemicals like ions, atoms, molecules together is called the electrostatic force, and that is responsible for the chemical bonding. Next, then causes. What are the causes for the chemical bonding? First cause and other things. First thing, causes. These chemicals combine together to form a stable compound. If it is stable, means it loses its energy. Or whenever a chemical bond is formed between, example, two metal and non-metal, Na plus Cl minus gives NaCl. So energy of sodium plus and chlorine minus is greater than NaCl. What happens means the energy is released, delta H, that is the enthalpy change or energy change is negative. What is the meaning of negative? Energy is given to the surrounding. Therefore, it attains stability. More amount of energy released on the same time stability. So minimum energy, maximum stability present in the molecule. That's why the atoms, ions or molecule combine together to form the compounds or molecules. Okay. For example, let us take, there are many types of bondings are there. One is electrovalent bonding. Electrovalent bonding. Second one is covalent bonding. Third one is metallic bonding. And the fourth one is called as coordinate bonding. So now we have to start with electrovalent bonding. What is electrovalent bonding? Electrovalent bonding takes place between metals, highly reactive metals and highly reactive non-metals. Metals are those which donate electrons because the size of the metal is big. Therefore, the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost shell is very long. So, the outermost shell electron is free. So, it can easily come out. So, electropositivity is the tendency of releasing the electrons. Metals are highly electropositive. And non-metals like group 16 and 17 elements, chlorine, bromine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, and that group and oxygen family. These group elements are highly electronegative. What is the meaning of electronegative? Very small size atom have more positive electron energy. That is more positive nuclear energy, not electron energy. Sorry. Very small in size, the nucleus is heavy, so the positive energy is more, proton power is more. Therefore, that positive energy holds the negative electron towards itself. This is called electronegativity. The qualitative ability of an atom to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. See, two metal and non-metal are combined together. In this case, the non-metal holds the electron of metal towards itself. This tendency is called as electronegativity. So that the donation of electron, what is electronic bonding? The donation of electron from the metal towards the non-metal leads to a chemical bonding is called as electrovalent bond. That is called that is due to strong electrostatic force of attraction between the positive and the negative ion. Okay. Next one, covalent bond. What is covalent bond? The mutual sharing of electrons between the non-metals. This will happen between the non-metals. Similar type of electronegativity metals. They have that covalent bonding. They share their electron because they don't have the more electrons to donate. Each non-metals are electron deficient. So, they share their electrons to attain the stability. That type of bonding is called covalent bonding. Metallic bonding are those. The two metals, moderately reactive metals, they themselves form bond. That is called metallic type of bond that contain kernels. Positive spheres are surrounded with negative ions. These negative ions and the positive sphere of the next metal are combined together. That type of bonding called metallic bond. Mostly these metallic bond taking place in the D block element, transition elements. And coordinated bond. What is coordination bond? Just I am giving a hint of all these things. Later this class we will discuss very deeply all these bondings. Coordination bond is a bond, chemical bond taking place between the electron deficient species, Lewis acid, and electron rich species, Lewis base, to form the chemical bond. That is called coordinate bond. Now I am telling about type A plus B, this type of bonding. Chemical bonding B plus B, coordinate bond. Metallic bonding A plus A, I will tell you what is A and B. And coordinate bond, electron deficient species plus electron rich species. See, A is a metal, here A is a metal and B is a non-metal. This metal is highly reactive, S block element, and non-metal is highly reactive, P block element, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. So both are reactive, but what happens? One has the tendency of giving electrons, other has the tendency of accepting electron. So electron donation takes place easily. That is why electrovalent bonding always takes place between group 1, group 2, group 16, group 17. So these highly electropositive element, these highly electronegative elements. So what is this? Group 1, sodium, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Group 2 elements, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. So these elements. Group 16, you know that oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, and this group 17, you know the fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. So all these things are combined together. Highly reactive metals, highly reactive non-metals. So metals having excess electrons, so they donate, and non-metals having lack of electrons, so they accept. This type of bonding is called as electrovalent bonding. And BB, what is that? This is also same electronegativity, this also same electronegativity. So therefore, the reaction between two equal non-metals, two equal electronegativity non-metals. Combination is called covalent bond. Example, the formation of O2 molecules. And one more thing, metallic bonding is AA, metals, both bonding between two metals. Both metals are moderately reactive, not highly reactive, just moderately reactive. So next one, and the size of the metal is big. Okay. Next one, coordinate bond is taking place electron deficient species and electron rich species. Electron deficient species, you know that BF3, AlCl3, like that. Electron rich species is know that ammonia. So two electrons are there, so it is donated here. There will be a bond between NS3 and like this. This type of bonding, the lone pair electron is donated to the electron deficient species. This type of bonding is called coordinate bonding. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Thank you, students.